Hello everyone. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good evening. This is my first live stream, so excuse the technical difficulties. I'm still trying to figure this out. Hope you enjoy the music. I'm gonna do some charting live, so yeah, enjoy. Basically, I'm preoccupied, if you will. I don't know a better term, but I'm trying to figure out, pretty much like everybody else in this space, what Bitcoin's going to do. Will it break out or break down from this channel that you have here in front of you? Right, we're on the 5-minute chart just because I like the detail that we see in the 5-minute chart. And earlier this morning we had a really strong breakout, but it was a fake out because it came crashing all the way back down to the base of the channel. So right now we just got another breakout, but is this another fake out? I don't know. It's not as strong as the previous one. Let's see if we can't get our volume indicator on. Let's see if... Okay. So volume-wise, this had good volume. I mean, like, look. This morning, I was sure this was confirmed. Look at the volume on this. It was great. Really strong volume. You had a nice breakout, and then boom, right back down. Here, not much volume. So maybe we get volume on the breakout after the retest. I don't know, but let's monitor and see, and we can also bring in some indicators to see. I am not exactly sure how to do this, because... Okay, sorry. Okay, so I guess I'll monitor the chat through my phone or something. Let's see. How do I do this? I hope the music's not too loud. I don't know if anybody's on or... Let's see. Yeah, I still don't know how to do this. I'm sorry. I just wanted to do it, so I jumped on. I didn't really figure it out beforehand. Here we go. Yeah. Alright. Looks like we're getting a retest here. Okay. I'm monitoring the chat on my phone. Hopefully that works. I don't know. We'll figure this out as we go along. I'm not too worried about it. Hopefully your viewing experience isn't marred. Or listening. I know a lot of people just listen to YouTube videos. Looks like we got a nice hammer sort of kind of reversal candle at this retest on the 21 EMA on the 3-minute chart. Again, I'm on low time frames because I'm trying to see this as it progresses. Unless you want me to stay on for 20 hours, we can jump to the 4-hour time frame, and you know, I'll look at it at one candle at a time, leave, do something else, and come back. So yeah, this is low time frame stuff. Also, I like low time frames for entries, obviously. I know some people probably use the 4-hour, the 1-hour to make entries, but I really like precise sniped entries when I'm trading. I like to see what's going on. I think both are useful. It's useful to be able to zoom out. It's useful to be able to zoom in. I think you need both as a successful trader and chartist. Alright, looks like we're just hanging out on the 21 EMA. The 21 EMA has crossed over the 55. That's a really good sign. Let's zoom out for a second and see what this looks like. So on the hourly, we look good. We look really good. We look like we're retesting and we're about to break. Basically, we look like we just got hammered by all of these EMAs on the hourly, and we're just retesting and gathering steam. On the 30-minute chart, looks like we're just making a retest of the climb up through the channel. 15-minute chart, same thing, just looks like a retest. So yeah, let's get on into the smaller time frames to see if a breakout is kind of imminent. We have a sort of falling star right now on the 5-minute chart. The question is our RSI, stochastic RSI, going to bottom out before we launch or not? I don't think it needs to. Typically for retests, you don't need to zero the RSI, the stochastic RSI. I think if anything, we just need a touch on that 21 EMA. Looks like we're touching it on the 3-minute chart, and the 3-minute chart is bottoming out. This may be it. This may be it. I might be making an entry right now. Here, actually, before we do that, let's not be hasty. Alright, I guess my chat is working. Hey, Joe, is that how you pronounce it? Is that Portuguese? Oh, yeah, no, that was good that I wasn't hasty. You can't be hasty when you're trading. Alright, let's turn the indicators on. Oh, cool. Yeah, I am actually, part of my family is Portuguese. My great-grandfather was Portuguese. Never been, but I'd love to go. Great crypto haven. Great country for crypto. Alright, let's turn this indicator on and see. It looks like we're finding support on this support line that the indicator is drawn out. Question is, will we break through it? Yeah. And that does look like the site of our breakout right here. So this does look like, I mean, I'm on a 3-minute chart right now. This does look like a legitimate reversal point, but let's give it a second. Haste makes wastes when you're trading. You don't want to be hasty, and I'm trading live. I'm not trading with much, Trading's fun, I'm not trading, to put food on the table or anything like that. It's just for fun, and the more you do it, I guess the better you get. I would assume so. Hey, yeah, I'm just hanging out, Joe. I'm charting. I thought it would be a good idea to go live for once. Play some relaxing music after the workday. And, look at Bitcoin. Like I do it all the time anyway. I might as well just do it, with people hanging out. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we're making a reversal. We've got a bit of an EMA squeeze here, right? Oh, just broke down. Low time frames look dramatic as heck, right? Like the candles fall like we're going to zero, but it's, you have to remember on the 3-minute chart, if you're not used to low time frame charting, you'll think that the world is ending with the amount of long green or red candles depending on what you're doing, if you're longing or shorting. But so yeah, this resistance and support aren't as well respected. Support and resistance aren't as well respected on low time frames. So you see the indicator drew this out as support, right? Because it used this touch point, that touch point, and this kind of consolidation, but that was disrespected rather quickly. So that, I guess, those are the cons of low time frame. You get good action, and it feeds our impatience, but it's not good for making solid plans. So yeah, the indicator just printed a reversal, which basically indicates the retest. Let's go on the 5-minute chart. I think the 3-minute chart's a bit much. 5-minute has a cross of the EMAs as well. That's bullish cross on the EMAs for the 5-minute chart. We're bottoming out, but not yet. Still have a bit to go. So when did this breakout start? I feel like it started all the way over here, I would say. This is the first strong green candle right there, this one. Let's see, 15-minute chart. Okay, I know what to do. Let's say yeah, definitely. Lots of pumping and dumping here, Joe. I wish I could. Well, I'll figure out how to pronounce it. I have a bunch of Portuguese friends. I'll ask them. Let's see. What I'm gonna do is this. I'm going to draw some fibs and see if this, let's assume, I like, in my trading journal, I have some rules, and one of my rules are, you're always making assumptions. The trick is, and everybody makes assumptions, it's okay to make assumptions. You have to make assumptions or else you wouldn't take a step, right? If you didn't make assumptions, you wouldn't walk forward because you're assuming that the ground is stable. The trick is to know what assumptions you're making, so you're not trapped or confused by your assumptions. Oh, you know what? I don't use the VPVR right now. The VPVR is essentially a volume, the horizontal volume indicator. It's basically telling you what prices most people are buying and selling at. That's all it is. That's essentially support and resistance. It's just a confirmation of support and resistance. But right now, looks like that uptrend and that uptrend, so pulling the fibs of that uptrend, we hit the 0.5, and looks like we have some reversal on the 15-minute chart. Okay, we're going to wait till the 5-minute chart confirms this. Don't want to jump in too early. You don't want to be too hasty. But let's say that this was a 5-wave impulse up, right? So let's go on a 1-minute chart and see if we can't chart this or count this out. Oop, turn this off. Can't see anything. Alright. Let's see, can we count this? Okay, that's definitely the 5, that's the 3, that's the 2. Yep, we can count it. Alright, so this would be 1. What I see? Okay, yeah, there it is. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, so there's your 5-wave impulse up, and most corrections, I like to, let's say I'm going to sleep and I'm shorting something and I know it's correcting and I shorted it from the top here, I'm going to short and take profit at the 0.5 fib, but most things in crypto retrace to the 382. Let me know if the music's too loud. I'll actually just turn it down because it's bothering me a bit. Yeah, well, yeah, trading is definitely speculation. Looks like we're getting reversal. This is a W reversal pattern right here that we're getting on a 1-minute chart. Let's see if we can't confirm that. Alright, on the 5-minute chart, we got a hammer candle. That's reversal. We have 2 of them. On the 15-minute chart, we have a strong hammer candle. Looks like we have reversal. For strong assets, the minimum is to come to the 618 and the 0.5, between the 0.5 and the 618. But most things go to 382. But when things are very bullish, the 0.5 is as far as they retrace. So this may be a good entry point, it looks like. But yeah, to answer your question, Joe, so I'm getting 2 candles here. I'm gonna make sure that this isn't another leg down to the 382 before entering. So I'm going to basically wait until this 21 EMA is broken, and if it is, then I'm gonna make my entry, and if it's not, then I'm going to wait some more. So that's what I'm gonna do on the 3-minute chart. But yeah, trading is essentially speculation. It's oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, so for indicators, I just, as you know, started using a new suite of indicators. A partner of the channel Vital Algo, and they're useful. I don't use them, as you can see, to make my calls, but to confirm them. So right now, I don't know whether or not this is reversal or it's continuation of the downtrend. So this is when I would turn on my indicators. I guess a lot of people who are new to the space may use indicators just without knowledge of, you know, what else they're doing, which, you know, this stuff takes time to learn. But at the same time, if you don't know what you're doing and you only use indicators, you may have some trouble because they're not perfect. You know, nothing is really in this space. Let me hide this because I can't see anything anymore. Okay, looks like we're right underneath the resistance. This does, based on the volume, see the volume, the 3 kind of candles. This is a reversal. This is a reversal. This is an entry. This is an entry. This is when I make my entry. So let me just see. As soon as I make the first thing I do when I make my entry is I look at my stop loss. So I guess this is something that we can do here. So trading, one can say, is nothing but controlling risk, because, you know, you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. If you lose too much, then you're out of the game. You have no more money left. So I entered. I'm gonna check the chat in a second, but right now I'm looking at this trade at 43,155. Okay, and this is the chart, the perp contract for Bybit that I'm trading on. I'm trading on Bybit. If you want to trade on Bybit, there's a link a referral link in the description. You know, good way to support the channel. And Bybit gives so many bonuses, more bonuses than anybody. Okay, anyway, 43,155 was my entry. So right here ish. Okay, and this is a tool that shows you basically your risk reward ratio and everything like that. Okay, so right now, let's say I want my stop loss to be, I'm on high leverage, so my stop loss has to be pretty tight. Let's say my stop loss is 43. Okay, 43. Yeah. And then let's say I expect the price to go up here. The indicator is showing that there's a bunch of resistance up here. Let me turn off the indicators for a second. Just so I can make my own assessment quickly. Alright, let's zoom out. 15-minute chart. That's the large time frame for short time frames. Alright, let's see. So the first thing you do when you get in a trade, well, the first thing I do when I get in a trade, I set my stop loss, because, you know, you never know. You never know. Especially when you're on high leverage, you always got to protect yourself. And then the second thing I do is I set my take profit point. So this is my setup. And you ideally, I guess, should do this beforehand, but obviously we just broke out of a channel, and when you break out of a channel, it's likely to go, you know, violently to the upside. I mean, look at all this consolidation. We were in this for, let's see, for 21 hours straight, just consolidating. I mean, look at it on the stochastic RSI. It's coiling up, and it's going to break out with force when it does break out. And I think I caught the bottom. Most of you know that I like to catch tops and bottoms, and they say you shouldn't do that. And I guess they're right. It's a great way to get wrecked. I've gotten wrecked a bunch of times, but when you are right, you're right, and you get your profit margins huge. So if this is a one wave, that was a two wave. A 3, we can expect a 3. Actually, I already have one. Let's just show it here. I'm going to get into the chat in a second. Let me just do this real quick. Let's see. Whoops. I don't want that. So let's say this is a 3. I can expect this at very least to come to 43,884. And then, or 44,185. Okay, so if this is a channel, do you see this pattern? Actually, let's hide this for a second again. See this pattern? Boom, boom. Like the symmetry is beautiful. Basically, the target would be this. Oops. Right there. Okay, now let's show our fibs again and see if that's between the 1.618 and the 2, and if it is, then that's confluence, and that's actually over the 2. What does that mean? That means that this pattern is super bullish, right? It's more bullish than average, and so I'm going to set my TP. Let's be conservative. At 44.3, okay, so I don't need this anymore. Now let's set this. This, I guess you should do beforehand, but for the purposes of this, I you know, whoops, Yeah, just be careful. Always do this beforehand because it's important. This is like the most important thing you do in trading. After a while, you can do it in your head. But basically, what I did was, if you see this, my risk to reward ratio is 7.44. And that's really good. You want minimum risk to reward ratio of 3. If it's any less than 3, it's said that you're gambling. Okay, you obviously don't want a 1-to-1. You don't want even 1.5-to-1. You want a 3-to-1 or above, and that basically means if I get stopped out, basically I made a theory. I can remove this now. My theory is that we're going to break out from that, okay? And that is my bet, because these are all just bets. If I break out, I'm saying we're going to break out to the upside and we may go as far as 44.3, okay? But if I'm wrong and this is going to the downside, then I lose 0.36% of my money. Okay, that's basically the trade setup mathematically. After, if you trade long enough, you want to do this. I think this is good practice, but after a while you may not need to do this, and you know that your trades are good risk reward. Like, for instance, without even doing this, I would know that it was a good trade because I'm trading the third wave, and the third wave and Elliott wave is the most impulsive, the strongest, and the most parabolic wave. So that's already in my head a good trade, and I got in at the bottom of it because I tried to snipe the reversal on low time frame. So that's basically what I just did, and so far so good. I am up 10%. I'm on high leverage. I'm not gonna say what, but I'm on high leverage. But I'm not trading a lot of money, and that's the cool thing about high leverage. If you go on really high leverage, you can trade $5-10 just for fun. And you keep winning trades, it adds up. So let me just put my take profit in really quickly. It's 44.3. So I'm basically telling the system, I trade on my phone, by the way, and I'm looking at the chat on my phone, and the music is playing from my phone, so that's why maybe the music will sound a little different from time to time, because I'm actually on my phone. I trade on my phone and I chart on my phone sometimes, but if I'm serious, I chart on my computer. Anyway, I'm up a bit, and yeah, so far so good. If I get stopped out, like I said, I lose 0.36, and that's it. All right, let's see what's Joe saying. Yeah, Elliott wave theory is super accurate. Not just on 1 hour. If you learn Elliott wave theory properly, you will surprise yourself at how accurate it is. It's accurate on every time frame. It's accurate, and when it's not accurate, it's because your count is off. And that's why, it's so special and mind-blowing that Ralph Nelson Elliott called his first book, and I have it somewhere downstairs, The Secret of the Universe. Because when he found this pattern out, he was like, I can't believe it. This has to be literally the secret of the universe. How is this possible? On every time frame, you can look at charts that span years and do Elliott wave regression. And actually, that's what he did. By the way, Joe, I'm on 100x leverage. Don't do it. You basically, it's not gambling if you set really tight stop losses, obviously, that are making it so that you can't get liquidated. You don't ever want to get liquidated. I don't care if you're trading $3 and you don't care about $3. Don't want to get liquidated, because what happens when you get liquidated is you get a stupid email and it says, you've been liquidated. And it says, oh, can you please increase your margin or whatever like that. And it just feels nasty. And it costs you, they basically wipe out your account. So all those $3, they take it completely. Rather, if you set a stop loss even $1 over your liquidation point, you would maybe be left with $1.50. But yeah, $10 trade on 100x leverage. That is, you're trading now with $1,000, right? You gotta practice. You gotta practice. There's no other thing. Trading and in Elliott Wave, you just practice. Just count stuff. Just like anything else. Learn your basics. Like, look through. My favorite book is Elliott Waves Made Simple, and I still refer to it. Like, sometimes I forget. Oh, what is this correction a 535? Yeah, it's a 535. So meaning 5 waves up, 3 waves down, 5 waves up. But I, just learn your basics and then practice, count, look at and see the patterns over and over and over again, and you will improve greatly. And you'll see it everywhere. And it's beautiful how it works out. But yeah, so here we can get granular. So we're on the 15-minute time frame. Oh, wait, what's my stop loss? Let me see if I have to sweat. Oh, yeah, I'm okay. My stop loss is all the way down here. So I'm good. I'm under some support. So here, let's just... I hate getting dinged for my stop loss. Like, hey, by the way, you're getting stopped out. That's why I'm not setting this alarm. But let me set a line. All right, purple line, stop. Okay, anyway. Yeah, Joe, let's count this out. And so we're on the 15-minute time frame. So you can't really see any definition. So you have to go, for something like this, you'd have to go really small. That's what I did when I first counted it out. And it looks like maybe you won't be able to see it, but trust me, you can see it. Let's hide this real quick. Okay, so we start from the bottom, and you get that. Basically, even the 1, even this. So I counted this as 1. This is made up of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you see that? And then the 2. That's an ABC correction. That's a mini ABC correction. So it's fractal. It's like a count within a count within a count, and they call that sub waves or sub counts. So it's really cool. What's going on, Bitcoin? You're supposed to go the other way. What's going on? We're on the 1 minute time frame. I don't like looking at price action on the 1 minute time frame. Anyway, so that's the 1. That's the 2. The 3 is not always the longest, but usually the longest, but never the shortest. That's usually the longest, never the shortest. And even in this 3, you should be able to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm on the 1 minute. You would have to go into like a 30-second, 15-second. I don't have access to those on this account. The second charts. And then finally, you get an ABC correction. Usually they alternate. So if the 4 is a complex correction, which it looks like it is, the 2 was a simple ABC correction. And a complex correction can be an A, B, C, D, E correction, or like a funky ABC correction. So yeah, it's really interesting. And obviously, again, the 5th wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you should be able to count 5 waves in the 5th wave. And then here, you get your A. Okay, see, this is great. Your A is 5 waves down. A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your B is 3 waves up. So it goes A, B, C. And then within that A is 5 waves. That B is 3 waves. That C is 5 waves. And then here, your C is 5 waves down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I should have known that before getting in. Do you see? Even when you have the theory, sometimes you goof up, like I just did, for God knows what reason. Like, I know the theory, right? But I just got in, and I put my stop loss here. I can actually move my stop loss to here. Thank you for asking that, because I think you just helped me not get stopped out. But you see, it's like practice and mental discipline. Do you see what I did? I entered without really thinking too much. I should have thought more. No, I should have gone into the 1 minute time frame and counted this out. This is 5 waves down, 3 waves up. This is also going to be 5 waves down. So this is probably 1. This is the 2 wave going right here. You're going to get a 3, which is the longest wave, a 4, and a 5. Then your correction's complete. That is the end of this kind of retest. Do you see how that works? So it works. It's just, people say, oh, it doesn't work. It takes a lot of attention to detail and focus. And obviously, it's not always like the cleanest looking thing, right? Like in nature, it doesn't look super clean, but you can make it out nonetheless. So like, let's see my count. My count here. I think this is right. Oh, wait. Not this one. Where'd I put it? Maybe this one, yeah, there. Yeah, so this count is not... It's, it doesn't look like a perfect straight line, but you look at it long enough and you'll see, oh, yeah, that looks accurate. Yeah. And you can find confluence with... Here, let's delete this. See, use your Fibonacci and show, okay, correction down to the 382, right? Boom. I should be moving my stop loss under the 382. If I can help. Can I do that? Let me see if I can. So you see, like, I stopped at the 0.5. I know that things correct usually at the 382. I got in. I know that B waves go against the first wave, and that every correction happens in ABC. But like, again, mental discipline. That's why trading it's really cool, because it takes everything to be a good trader. You have to be disciplined. Like, you have to be really disciplined. So yeah, let me look at the chat. Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat this whole time. Oh yeah. So yeah, I wish I can go in the seconds to see, but this looks like a 4. Looks like we're going to get an extended 5. Let me see where my stop is. It's at 850. Can move it down a little more even. I can move it down to here. Okay. So yeah, this is not over yet. I expect it to come down to here, and sometimes it wicks down even below. But usually, I think here's a good point. Sometimes when you get a fake out, you know it's a fake out because you break the 382. In crypto, usually things correct only down to the 382, right? They lose about 62% of, or retraces about 62% thereabouts. So when it comes down below that, you're like, oh, okay, that's probably not it. And that's actually in the book, Elliott Waves Made Simple. Let's see if I can't get it. I always refer to it. And I think it's over here. So you see it can get kind of complicated, but I always refer to it because there's just so much. And I read and reread it because it takes a lot of sort of there's a lot to remember sometimes, but I like it because it's simple and elegant. At the end of the day, it's just one simple thing. It's just, you can tack on details, but the only way it works so consistently is because it's simple and elegant. So what were we looking at? Oh yeah, corrections. That is where is that? I think it's in the motive phase chapter. Let me find this. But I mean, if you go into most trading desks, in on Wall Street, they're using this stuff. This is what they use because it works, right? A lot of people who trade crypto don't necessarily have all that training, but you don't necessarily need to have to go to school for it. I mean, there's so much information on the internet. There's great books, so you can definitely learn it and get really good at it. Here we go. Okay, so we're looking at so yeah, so this is a zigzag correction. So wave B usually ends between 50 to 61.8 of wave A. Wave C usually ends between 100 and 123.6 of wave A. Okay, so 100 and 123.6 of wave A. So wave A was this. So we take that. Let's remove this. Actually, yeah, let's just remove this for now. Let's hide it. Let's see. 100, 123. So basically, you're going to retrace this to about here. 123. Let's see. Let's add it. Let's add it in. 123. Is it 123 it said? Yeah, 123.6. Okay, so basically we're expecting either it to finish here or here. Does that make sense? So we'll see. But yeah, wave C usually ends between 100 and 123.6 of wave A. So of means we pulled it from 0 to 1 of wave A, and then we expect it to come down here, no lower. But it looks like 100 was all she wrote. Why? You see this bullish divergence here? That's a good sign of reversal. I hope you guys see that. The arrow. that's a sign of reversal. So I think 100 was basically it came down to between 100 and 120, 120, 1, 2, 3, 6. The 1, 1, 2, 3, 6, yeah. So it's pretty cool. Do you see how it works? Like it's bananas how accurate it is, but it works, and it works really well, and it's really accurate. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you can definitely send me. I don't know how you would send it. Maybe email. Um, Actually, we're on the 1 minute time frame. All this did was show us that we were reversing for this 4 wave. It looks like the 5 wave's not in, and it's gonna come down to the 1, 2, 3, 6. You can email me at the email on the YouTube channel, and I'll get your stuff. I think I posted my email on the YouTube channel. Yeah, but that book is awesome, and I wouldn't try to master it. They say master it in 2 hours. Just have a read, read it at your leisure, and give yourself time, no pressure, and eventually you'll start seeing it. It's simple. You can learn the basics in 10 minutes, but then to use it very accurately and effectively, it takes a lot of mental discipline. Do you see what I did was not disciplined, right? I know the theory, but instead of waiting and counting it out and seeing, okay, when's this going to end, I'm like, ooh, 0.5. And actually, in my head, 0.5 is significant for retraces because that's what I use for conservative take profit points on my shorts. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the retrace. I know that the retrace happens to 382, but I just, I don't want to lose. I don't want to miss my profit taking while I'm asleep, or I'm not always on my computer looking at my phone. So if I'm in a short, I just pull my fibs and look at the 0.5, and I'm like, it's at least going to come down to here. I'm not gonna wait until it comes down to the 382, but anyway, looks like that was 4 and this was 5, or 5 coming down a little more. Let's turn on we're on the 1 minute chart. I don't like that. Super degenerate. Let's see about our cheat sheet. Okay, looks like it's coming down to the 1.236. Okay. So we're kind of safe, I think, hopefully, down here with the stop loss. But, sometimes these small time frames, the candles, they just dump and dump and dump. So, who knows? We'll see. Maybe get stopped out. But this indicator says that there's high level of activity here. So hopefully that translates to a reversal. We shall see. Nothing's printed yet. So far we have a strong downturn here. Okay, there's some resistance on the 1.236. Looks like we're coming and crossing on the 5-minute chart with the stochastic RSI. That's a good sign. Looks like a reversal. And if we get this, I'm basically going to run the stream until we pump or get rejected. Or not pump, but we reverse into this third wave or get rejected. If we reverse into this third wave, this is a party. You and I, Joe. Party. And anybody else listening afterwards. Oh, you sent a link. Did you send a link in the chat? I don't see any links. I don't think you can send links through the chat just for safety, you know, because people would probably send like malicious things and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, see, always do that. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Oof. Always does that. I swear it like hunts my stops. I hate it. I hate it. You just have to laugh at this point. Oh god. It just stopped me out. It's okay. That's 0.36% of my capital right there. But because it came down so low, I don't know about a reversal. Maybe we still get it. Maybe we don't. I don't know. But that was pretty big. That was beyond what we expected, right? That's kind of what I was talking about. When you go down to a significant degree, it's hard to see a reversal happening. Because right there, we completely, it's supposed to retrace to the 1 or the 236. So this is indicating that this was a rejection. Like a proper rejection, not a retracement. But we'll see. We'll see. Because we're on such a small time frame, maybe this is just a small wick below where it should be, but it doesn't look like it. We're in a strong buying zone. Looks like this was a fake out. I mean, if I had to put my money on it, let's see what the indicator's saying. Yeah, look, see. This looks like a fake out. Just can't seem to get out of that channel. Wait, let's see. Do we have reversal? See, that I don't understand. That was a significantly... That dumped. Quite a bit. Actually, what am I talking about? Is my math really that bad? 100% to 123.6%. That doesn't mean the 1.236. That means 2.236. Ay, ay, ay. See, mental discipline. I know it's late. It's end of the day, but still. Why can't I do this? Two. I guess I can't do it with this one. Let's see, 2.236. Anybody? We're still in it. I just, I'm not doing math right. Okay. So, we can come down. This is 100%, and this is 123.6. We can come down all the way here and be okay. But yeah, see, this is when people say Elliott wave doesn't work. It's not necessarily that it doesn't work. It's just my brain doesn't work. These little mistakes here and there, they cost you money, and they're mistakes. It's not that the theory doesn't work. Yeah, the music is appropriate. So I think we're definitely, with this type of candle and the way the stochastic RSI looks, I think we're coming down all the way to the 2.236, and that is the new entry. So I'm gonna try and make a new entry there. That's going to be an entry. That's basically at the base of our channel. Boom, all the way down to the bottom, and then back up again. Let's see. 5-minute chart. Bottomed out. Let's see what the hourly chart looks like. Okay. 45. I never use the 45. 30. Okay. 15. Yeah, it looks like we're coming down here. 5. Yeah. Ooh. So yeah, come down all the way here or there. I don't trust anything before that. So many mistakes tonight. Trading proper, like a good trader is somebody who has a lot of focus. Doesn't make all these silly mistakes. But there's a lot of good volume here. Well, I wouldn't say good. It's okay. Yeah. It's okay. We're just getting volume. So I think that the reversal is nigh. We're getting close to the reversal because we've got good volume there. So it may be here where we reverse. Yeah, the mistakes are your best teachers. They're expensive sometimes. Like, for instance, Crypto Savvy, he's like the king of the bears on crypto YouTube. He said he lost about 100K when learning how to trade, one thing, and I lost a few $1,000s myself. It is, you never forget those lessons, right? It's just you gotta learn first, and there's no substitute to like the rush of, the money's on the line, and the stupid candle needs to go in one direction or the other, and you'll never forget that experience. You never forget like your heart beating, and especially if you have too much money on the line. But even if you have a little bit, right? I'm trading with $5-10. Like, I want to win that trade. And I don't want to lose, 30 cents getting stopped out. So yeah, it's that. I think that's the best way to learn. Just do it, but do it safely. Use a little bit, learn how to leverage. I think everybody should do leverage trading just to learn, and it's such a big part of our space of crypto, right? Most of the money, the liquidity in crypto is from leverage traders, right? So you learn about it. You learn, what leverage is and how it's used and the different platforms that offer it. You get an idea as to why the price moves the way it moves and why certain charts, perpetual charts, have different prices than other charts. Why the funding rate is negative or positive at times, right? All that stuff you just learn by doing. There's no better substitute. And it's a financial education. Eventually, if you want to learn, work in finance, whether in crypto or traditional finance, I mean, it's helpful, and it's kind of fun, And charting for me is like a puzzle, and then basically trading, like leverage trading. I'm not talking about trading like coins, like buying in, like for like actual good returns. Like I make my entry, I stake it, I don't look at it, right? And then I take it out when I think we've hit the top. Even if I'm off by a little bit, that's fine. I don't like gamble that. But trading should be, I think, when used properly, a supplement to your buy and hold as a hedge. And when you're doing it right, you're making a little bit of money and you're able to buy and hold other things, and obviously not worry about them, not sweat whether or not the price is going up or down, because if you're investing in good quality things, eventually the price will reflect the value, the fundamentals of that coin. Thanks, yeah, I like the music as well. All right, whoa, nuking. Okay, we broke the channel. We broke the channel to the downside. We're on the 3-minute chart. Okay, so here's an opportunity. I think people need to learn to make money in both ways. We obviously want the price to go up because a lot of us have bought and held good assets, right? And we definitely want the price to go up. But what happened here? This 24-hour channel. Let's get off the 3-minute chart. We have a 24-hour channel, right? Forming for 24 hours that just broke to the downside. This is definitely a great shorting opportunity. And I think the next support is all the way at 41, if we're being honest. But you don't short right now. What you do, and I've learned this the hard way, is you wait for the retest. So price is going to try and come back up because this moved rather quickly. It's going to capture the liquidity, come back up, and then go back down. Or sometimes what happens is it's a fake out. It goes up and it turns back around. Bitcoin loves to do that. Bitcoin loves to mess with people. But the way it broke the channel, I don't think this is a fake out at all. See, this was a fake out here. This was a fake out here. Fake out, breaking the channel a little bit, but coming back up. I don't think this is a fake out at all. I think this is for real. Let's go on the 15-minute chart. Look at that candle. Yeah. See, all that sort of buyers and sellers trying to decide, I don't know. Yeah, boom. That is going to nuke down. Let's go down to the hourly time frame. I bet what's going to happen is we're going to nuke down, find liquidity. Let's turn on our Vital Algo indicator. Lux Algo is another indicator, but we don't do Lux Algo here. We do Vital Algo. That's the sponsor to the channel. Excellent product. Vital Algo. Okay, basically what I think is going to happen here, we're going to come back up, retest this space. So your entry for your short is going to be around 42,587. You're basically going to bet on the price going down, but you got to wait a little bit. And we're probably going to come all the way down. What's the vital algo saying? That there's liquidity down here, strong liquidity here, which is confluent with, here, let's turn it off really quickly. It's confluent with our previous let's see. Yeah. Okay. One of two things can happen. I think we either get the 3837, the 3837 kids, what's his name? Coins kid, Tom. He's been calling for 3837 for a week now. And I've been telling him, Tom, come on, dude. That may happen at this point. That's in play. Having broken this channel, I think we're either going to retest 41, or we need to come lower to capture liquidity to the 3837. So that the 3837 scenario is now more realistic to me right now. It wasn't before, but now it is. For sure. And then at that point, I think we're going to run. Bitcoin loves to do that. It loves to mess with people. It's like, oh, you think I'm going to run now? It bumps people. It liquidates or stops people out, goes one way, hits all of those orders, and then goes the other way. And it's like, you are really the worst, because I had some great limit orders. I had a great position. I had a great position this morning at 43.6. I thought it was great with this fake breakout. And then there's another one here. But yeah, got stopped out. And when you get stopped out, you live to fight another day. So yeah, I'm going to short this. And so let's set that up and see what that looks like. Okay, let's see. I know the Vital Algo also has a really cool feature in one of the secondary indicators. There's like an automated risk reward calculator. I'm gonna check it out. I haven't had the chance to yet, but risk reward is huge when you're trading. This is pretty much the name of the game if you want to stay alive. So I feel like I want to get in around this point, and let's say I'm not going to trade all night. I'm assuming I don't want to get run on either. We're coming back down to capture this liquidity. I want these wicks around here. So something like that. I'll look more carefully later on. But yeah, recent history has shown that these wicks, and let's be conservative because I really don't want to get run on. That's the worst feeling, when you're shorting and your target was too low and then price turns around. You were right, but you messed up because you were greedy. Dude, not yet. You gotta retest. I'm waiting for the retest. I'm trying to be patient here. Okay. So yeah, coming over here, then my stop. I want to set a stop, like, I know for the retest, sometimes what happens with Bitcoin is it retests and it like starts running again, and you're like, wait, hold up, I thought we were retesting, and it's like, no, I'm going back for the top of the channel. So I don't know. I'm gonna do high leverage, little bit of money high leverage, so my stops are going to be tight. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. high leverage is fun, but you got to do it responsibly. Don't get wrecked. Don't like gamble your life savings or your family's life savings, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not even looking at alts. And let me tell you guys why, and I didn't say this in this morning's video. Oh, let me not miss this. Let me put an alarm here. Okay, I'm gonna click out of this. Let me tell you why I'm not looking at alts right now. And by all means, go ahead and look at them. There's some people that are making a killing on alts. What's his name? Phil. I forget. I follow him on Twitter. Like, he has an insane win rate. Like, he's probably the best trader I've ever seen. He's like a 97. He's got like 42 trades and 1 loss. Like, he's making money hand over fist. He's a scalper, but he's really, 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 really good. And he's just making a killing. He made a killing on DYDX today, and a few days back it was HBAR. So you can definitely do it, but I'm trading Bitcoin right now because it's, one, easier, because you don't have to look back and forth and see what Bitcoin's doing, because Bitcoin's definitely going to spoil the party. And the second reason why is, look at this. This is why I am, partly why I'm so excited about Bitcoin right now. Look at this. I mean, it looks really wiki, but you should be able to tell what this is. It's a massive cup and handle, right? And your trend line is right here. The target is up here somewhere around that 144 EMA, which would start boosting, Bitcoin dominance. And we know Bitcoin dominance rises, in 2 scenarios. One, when it's nuking, another when it's pumping. And if, everything's looking like, I think, on the daily, on the weekly, we're going to pump very soon, I think that pump, to destroy all other memories of altcoins and everything else in the space is imminent, right? People have been talking about NFTs and these altcoins, those altcoins, and Bitcoin's largely been ignored since January, right? So we're due, and I think it's because of this. This is just confluent to what we're seeing in the other charts. So yeah, that's why I'm keen on trading Bitcoin exclusively for the immediate short term. And it's also much easier, God. And I can understand why, a lot of traders only want to trade Bitcoin, because it has good liquidity and you don't have to look back and forth and figure out what, Bitcoin's doing, because you're just trading Bitcoin. Trading altcoins when Bitcoin is acting erratic is tough. It's tough. It's like trying to hit a moving target, but obviously some people can do it really well. I'm probably just not that good. Let's see. Yeah, that's one thing I learned the hard way. Charting's one thing, trading's another animal altogether. Like, charting's easy, right? You can mess up and it doesn't cost you anything, right? Maybe your reputation or your credibility, but when you trade on your calls charting, that's something different. That's something altogether different. Yeah, I think we are in for a slight dump, but I don't think Bitcoin always does what few people expect. So if everybody's saying 38, 37, I don't think we are necessarily going to 38, 37. It's possible. I'm not going to rule it out. But everybody's saying it, so Bitcoin's probably going to be a contrarian and say, nope, I'm going to go down to 40K. And that's it. let's see, what the hell is that on my screen? Is that, I'm trying to figure, oh, that's this risk reward. I don't bust this out often, to be honest with you, because like I said, after a while you just do it in your head. Like, you know, I try not to get liquidated. That's number one. That's rule number 1, 2, and 3 for me. Because if I'm on high leverage, I always want to make sure my stops come before my liquidation point, and I try to preserve my capital, make sure that it is a worthwhile trade. But I know that already if I'm trading a third Elliott wave or a fifth Elliott wave or some nuke to the bottom like this. Like, you know, I obviously know that the distance between my stops and where I'm gonna take profit is most likely going to be more than 3 to 1. So I don't really use this as much. I just like try to look and eyeball, that looks worthwhile, and I'll take it. And you know, if I'm looking for a good time, I'll take the trade. And then I'm like looking at it and sweating. And I'm like, don't hit my stops. I hate trading and I love it at the same time. And sometimes when I'm in it, I'm like, what the hell am I doing to myself? Definitely, it's not gambling, but if I don't gamble, and I've never been to Vegas, but if I were to imagine what gambling would feel like, I'm sure it would be similar. So if you have a gambling problem, probably turn this off. This is not for you. You know, this can be quite addictive. Alright, so yeah, I'm basically waiting for the retest, and I'm gonna short, but I'm going to be cautious because Bitcoin likes to mess around, and it's possible that we not only retest, but we bust through. Let's go with small time frames. That we bust through and try to test, you know, one of these EMAs or the top of the channel again. So you definitely don't want to limit order that short. You just want to be patient. My best trades have been when I haven't lost patience and I've been like, okay, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna wait for this to happen. You know what's crazy? On the 3-minute chart, this is looking like a rounded bottom. And rounded bottoms mean reversals. They're like what you're looking for when you're looking for a reversal. So, see, this is the thing. And I said this at the beginning of the stream, and I don't even know how long this has been going for, but the idea behind, you're always making assumptions when you're trading, and this is in my trading journal. I didn't write, at first I wrote don't make assumptions, and I wrote know what assumptions you're making, because it doesn't matter, everybody makes assumptions. You have to make an assumption to walk and to, you know, to do anything, or else you wouldn't be functional. But you have to know what assumptions you're making. So I'm assuming that this is going to nuke because I saw, you know, these red candles on a short time frame, and we went the length of the channel, or the width of the height of the channel. But then this looks like a reversal. But now it looks like we're gonna nuke again. So I don't know. The stochastic RSI is topping out, showing me a reversal. Hasn't crossed yet though. Let's look at our vital algo indicator. What's it saying? It's saying that there's sell pressure there, and it's saying that, see, looks like we're going to find some support here, or we may, I'm not sure. And here we go. I did not get this. What is this? Yeah, it's something, but I don't know if it's anything to write home about. But no, it's gonna be more than this. There's no way we just stop here because we just broke the channel. I should get in on this. The degeneracy. Bye, Joe. Bit of a lag here. Okay, here we go, here we go. So I gotta wait. Bitcoin, the master faker out. So let's go on the 1 minute time frame. Let's see. It looks like there's some divergence here, right here. So here we go. See, okay. I knew it. So on the 1 minute chart, the vital algo's printing reversal and buy pressure here. Anyway, alright, we're gonna track this one last move and then we're gonna cut this stream. I don't know how long this has been. Nope, looks like we're coming down. We're gonna break this resistance, and because we break this resistance, we're gonna nuke that much harder. I want to say I bet that we're coming down. Okay, I'm gonna go into this. This damn 1 minute chart. This is too much for me. I'm a young guy, but I don't have that heart. I definitely know we're gonna retest. We're gonna retest. Okay, no. It's looking like it's all she wrote. Yep, and here we go. Jeez. It's all over the place. Definitely want to short at resistance. I want to be disciplined. I want to wait until it comes up here. Don't want to chase it. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we're coming down. Just need to get that resistance. And I think we're coming down all the way over here. I think this is a great short opportunity. Let's see. Okay, you know what we should do? We should print some support and resistance. This looks like, oh man, this is tough. This looks like a W pattern for reversal in the 1 minute. And there's a buy block here. And the indicator's printing reversal on the 1 minute chart. Okay. 3 minutes. Looks like we're definitely coming down on that. I can't imagine we're not coming down. I can't imagine we're not coming down. Okay, here we go. Question is, where do we stop? This is where I get my entry on the retest. Come on, a little more. Didn't get it. Might get another retest here. Might get another retest. The patience it takes to be a successful, responsible trader. I think that's why most people fail. Like, you just literally gotta sit and wait for your entries, and if you don't get it, you can't FOMO in. Or else it's a great way to get wrecked. Like, I was not able to make this entry on the retest. And that's fine. Now I'm gonna cancel it, because I think we've started running a bit. Well, I don't know if my risk reward even makes sense anymore at this point. Yeah, it still does. It still makes sense, I think. It totally makes sense. I'm still gonna try and get in on this. Yeah, Tokyo. Hey, Shiam. Tokyo opens now, so hopefully they want to buy. I'm sure they want to buy. Everybody wants to buy crypto now. Yeah, I think a lot of what's been spooking our markets have been the traditional markets just crashing a bit, and the U.S. defaulting on its loans, as well as, you know, China with Evergrande. All that can't help, but, you know, just gotta trade what's in front of you, trade the charts. Alright, here we go. This is why you don't rush a short. This is why you don't rush a short. Especially with Bitcoin. It's going to run on you. Everything is, actually. Just crypto in general. It's super volatile. Super volatile. You're all the way down here. All of a sudden, you're back up here testing the 21 EMA. I wouldn't be surprised if it broke through. Because that's what it does. But if it gets rejected, this is a perfect entry. Okay, it broke through. Let's see what it does. It keeps going. Okay, this is... Whenever it gets rejected, that is the entry, I think. I guess we wait. We use this stochastic RSI to help us. Let's try and find the top here. That's how you make the entry. So for short, you always want to wait for a retest. For long, you always want to wait for a retest. So if you're going long, you want to wait till it comes down. Going short, you want to wait till it comes up. And here we go. Let's see. Let's try to make this. I'm gonna wait for this stochastic RSI to cross, because yeah, you see there, you get a little bit of a, you might get some downwards action followed by a curve up. I've seen that before. I've been burned by everything, people. There's a wealth of experience in my young trading career. Alright, see, goes down to go up, basically kind of like a corrective Elliott wave. That's why I'm waiting for my cross here. I'm not a MACD trader, but I just use the stochastic RSI. Waiting for my cross. Alright, let's go on the 3 minute. What's that look like? Let's wait for our cross. Gotta be patient. Alright. We're touching. This is how you enter a short. This is how you enter a short. You wait. Okay, here. Crossed. Done. This is the entry. This is the entry. So I basically entered at 250. And I'm gonna wait for it to come back up and catch it. If it makes it, if it enters, it enters. If it doesn't, whatever. but we should get a retest, a mini retest to where we broke down from this triangle here. And that should get me my position. Here we go. Here we go. We should get a bit of just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on, 250, 42, 250. Come on, get me in, get me in. If not, I'm going to prepare. Still gonna wait a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. Yeah, bro. Come on. Come on. It's good to wait because you never know. These things can cross and it can basically start going up again. And this could be basically a corrective wave and you can get another Elliott wave. So what I'm gonna do is, it looks like it's starting to cross again. I'm going to cancel this order and wait longer, because it might shoot up way beyond 250. Right, see, it's crossing again. It's crossing again. So this is the moment of truth. So it's crossing bullish. Is it gonna do it? Yeah, it's trying to decide. So we're just gonna wait and see. Whichever way it goes from here is where we make our entry. Let's prepare. It's all a waiting game. Okay, here. Broke up, then broke out. To the upside, now to the downside. Okay, so 142. Let me get in on this. Okay, I'm in. I'm in. Yeah, decent entry. Not the best. Decent. It was a safe entry. That's what's important. Okay, now let's set the stop loss. And then take profit. I don't even know. What would the TP be? What would the TP be? Let's zoom out. did we say? Okay. Yeah. Alright. Let's go, let's go. Let's get our profit in. Something like this. Something like this. Let's be conservative. Right here. 49.43. 49.43, I'd say. So right below 4,100. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. Okay. Oh, now you're like trying to go up. Wrong way, buddy. Turn around. Okay, it's at the top. It's at the top of the 3-minute chart. There's some self-pressure. Our next resistance seemed to be the 21 EMA on the 3-minute chart. Oh, I definitely shorted Xiam. I'm short from here. My entry wasn't great. It's okay. It's 42.116. So right here, I got impatient. So I was like, damn it, let me just get in. I should have waited for the like 10th retest, but like, God, I don't have that kind of patience. So yeah, it's just a waiting game. Take profit down here. I don't think we're gonna mess with this. I think we need some more liquidity for sure. We're coming back down here at least. So we'll see what that looks like. Kind of set it and forget it. Got tight stops though. Stop loss is about here somewhere. So yeah, Bitcoin's playing with our emotions. That 45.5 does seem like the real golden breakthrough though. If and when we do get there, oof. But I don't think we have too much time, to be honest, because of the EMA crosses. I think we have about 2-3 days to do it, so that's what the chart showed. Guess I can look at it again tomorrow morning. But yeah, should probably go do something else other than stare at a chart. Well, it's been fun. Really enjoyed hanging out with you all, and we'll do it again sometime. Probably do this once a week. Oh, awesome. Sham, is that Iranian? I have a difficult to pronounce name, so I try to pronounce people's names properly, but I think everybody does, to be honest. But yeah. Oh, curd. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, cool, cool, cool. It's a great part of the world. Yeah, Bitcoin likes to do this thing where it's like, I'm gonna go down, but first I'm gonna go up again. Ugh, so annoying. Anyway, have a good rest of your evening, and thanks for joining. Alright, everyone. See you tomorrow.